Tomorrow's my friends. My name is XaneKudo and welcome to another XaneKudo vlog. Today, I want to discuss something that I really like, and that's anime. We all like anime, right? Of course we do. I like anime, you like anime, that person, we all like anime. So, what about anime I want to talk about? Well, how about my favorite genre and my least favorite genre? Sounds simple enough, right? Well, okay. So, we all have our favorite genres. You know, we all like some action, drama, romance, or whatever. But for me, there's one special one that's always going to have a place in my heart. No matter how much anime I watch, no matter what I do, there's always going to be that one genre that I will always like, and that is Yuri. Now, if you don't know what Yuri is, it's basically lesbians. Now, just because it's lesbians doesn't mean that's the reason I like it. I think it's more because of the fact that when it comes to Yuri, the love between them tends to be very pure. It's almost like a bond that can't really be broken. And the minute it breaks, the drama just comes in. And personally for me, the drama is so delicious. Sometimes. But other times the drama could be totally out of proportion. Not really. I don't think it's really much out of proportion as much as it's just the drama is mostly just it has to be between the girls. If you add a guy in there, it just doesn't feel right, you know? It just feels like the guy upsets the dynamic of the entire Yuri thing. I think some people who like yaoi will probably feel the same way if a girl enters between the two guys, more or less. It's just the fact that when you have a love between two people, that one person that comes in just ruins the entire dynamic, just flat out destroys it. And I've seen Yuri with that. I've read Yuri manga. I do have Yuri on me right now. I'm watching Yuri. I think the last one I watched, the one recently, was Stars Intertwined, and it's a 2-part OVA. It's not that long. Each one's like 20 minutes, but oh boy, how to describe it? Well, there are two girls that are in love. Two girls. One is an Esper who discovered her powers by, I don't know, whatever accident. They don't really explain it. And the other girl loves her. So, throughout the first OVA, I'm just probably spoilers here, so I'm gonna put spoilers. Anyway, they're both in love with each other, and that's fine. That's cool, great. And one of the girls' brother is a famous musician. And how the first OVA ends is that after the girls had a sleepover, the Esper girlfriend gets her cell phone, goes back to her girlfriend's house, and finds that her girlfriend and her brother are doing it. And what I mean by that is the girlfriend's brother. Not the Esper girl, the other girl. Yeah, incest. Oh boy. So, the next episode, how do I describe it? So your girlfriend just caught you making out with your brother. What do? Well, here's what not to do. Capture your girlfriend, lock into a shed at your school, and continuously make love to her throughout the entire typhoon. Yeah, there's a typhoon in there. Only to realize that since her girlfriend has, Esper powers, she ends up reading your mind and finds out that your brother manipulated you into having sex with him because he had a brain tumor, which he died from. Huh. And in the end, they get back together, they go to another planet, and they stay there for the rest of their lives. The end! It wasn't that long of an anime, but it wasn't that short either. I wish it was a little longer, but I don't know. That's one of the Yuri I've watched. There's a bunch of Yuri. I actually have a list of it. Currently, I'm going to watch about 40 Yuri. Some I've already watched before, the others I haven't watched. I actually have a list on my laptop right here that when I do watch it, I put a star to it, but that's just nothing. What other Yuri do I like? XaneKudo, yeah, that's another one I watched. About that, the anime is very short compared to the manga because it cuts off at a certain point. The manga goes further into it, but basically the whole series is about a girl who's in love with another girl, but that girl likes cute girls and the main girl is not as cute. So over the whole course of the anime, she's trying to get the other girl's attention, only for the other girl to actually have a reason for not wanting the attention, and then suddenly it turns a 180 and now it's a reverse situation. It's as weird as it sounds, but it's worth the whole thing. My favorite Yuri. My favorite one, it has to be Yuri. One of my favorite animes of all time. I watched all 3 seasons. I read the manga. It's just a funny trip. It's a really funny trip. If I had to say there's a one Yuri I probably hate that I've watched. I mean, there's some I've read, but there's some I watched. What did I hate that I watched so far? Strawberry Panic, maybe? I mean, I started at one point, then neglected it at another point, then I started it again, and I went through it. And all I gotta say, oh, I can't believe they did it in a barn. Oh God. But if I had to read, I have quite a few I hate. Okay, if I had to choose one Yuri that I read that I hate, that will probably be Octave. All I have to say, there's one chapter you'll probably hate, and that will ruin the entire Yuri dynamic for you. I have others. I have one that's going through my head. I forgot the name, but let's just say it's a freaking lie on Yuri. There's none in there. It starts off like that, but then it diverges into something completely different. And it never comes back. Fucking lies, man. Fucking lies. Anyway, now we can go on to my least favorite one. And I'm pretty sure everybody hates this one. Every single person hates this genre. You know what it is? NTR. NTR. If you don't know what that is, be lucky. But if you're watching this video, then unfortunately I will have to tell you because you have to know. NTR is basically the stealing of one's lover. So yes, cheating is involved, and if you hate cheating, then obviously you're not going to like this. Remember one of the Yuri manga I mentioned that I hated? It has that. And I want to punch every single person in their face, but the genre itself, I hate with a passion. Mostly it exists in some hentai. Yes, I watch hentai, but still it exists mostly in that. But it's the fact that not everybody hates it. It actually became a lot more popular around 2015, like not even that long ago. So I kind of wondered to myself, why do people like this? You know, it's not that good of a genre, and surely it's caused some controversy. It's a very controversial genre, but why do people like it? I have heard that one of the reasons is that some people put themselves as the person doing the stealing, but then that makes you an asshole. And sometimes the person who's hurt the most is the person that has their stuff stolen. You know, you have your woman stolen. And you don't find out till much, much later. When she's already done and fucked like the whole damn room. Because usually, when it comes to NTR, a woman is usually the one getting stolen. Rare is a man. And sometimes rare if a woman is doing the stealing for another woman. Again, that NTR crap from Yuri. But NTR, not really my favorite. It's not that hard to see why. I don't like cheating. I really don't. It just, when it comes to romance, I don't mind some drama when it comes down to it, but when it comes to drama and cheating, I want everybody within the party to actually get the cut of the karma pie. You know, nobody's left out behind. Everybody suffers. Everybody. And once you have that, I will be happy. But if you don't have that, fuck you. I really got nothing else to say. I just wanted to talk about my two favorite genres. Both Yuri, well, one of my favorite genres and one of my hated genres. Favorite Yuri, hated NTR. I do have other favorites and other stuff. And I'm planning to, you know, watch some of them sooner or later. Also, just so you know, I am planning to play some Yuri's dating sims and Yuri visual novels. I do have one. I forget. Oh, Kindred Spirits. That's the one I want to play. Kindred Spirits, because that is probably one of the few uncensored games on Steam. They actually advertise this stuff saying, "Oh, it's uncensored." Oh, so I'm planning to play that sooner or later, but not now because I still gotta get Kudo winning out the way. But other than that, I have nothing else to say. You know, that's my favorite. So I want to know what your favorites are. What's your most favorite one? What's your most hated one? Because we all have them. But that's enough for me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, please share with your friends so you will enjoy it together. And so, until next video, see you next time.